There we go. Cool. All right. Hi, guys. Hello. Welcome to our Tuesday Assembly. A few things to note. There is a Mother's Day event today in the hall, arranged by FOW. That's the Friends of West Wickham. So some of you are going to that event after school. Very exciting. Have a look at the reception window on the Zoom today. Can you see their lovely new carpet? That was paid for by the Friends of West Wickham. Aren't we lucky? That lovely new carpet. Thank you, Friends of West Wickham. Cool. All right. I don't think there's anything else from me today before we get into our assembly. Today we're talking about a few things, including the pupil survey. We're talking about behaviour. We're talking about kindness. Lots on the agenda today. So who can I see? I can see Bella. Bella, can you see my screen now? Bella, can you see my screen? Bella, can you see my screen? Yeah, nice, nice, nice. Okay, let me just minimize that, right? Story is called Kindness is My Superpower. I hope you like it. Hi, I'm Lucas, just an ordinary boy, and this is Teddy, my favorite toy. I like to eat sweets, jellies, and cakes, but unfortunately, sometimes I make mistakes. You see, yesterday I was in a very bad mood, so sadly I did something extremely rude. I teased my friend Lisa for wearing glasses and made her cry for the rest of her classes. When I got home, I was greeted by Mum. I was sad to see her face looking glum. Honey, you made your friend Lisa cry? Hurting people's feelings is wrong. Do you know why? You should always be kind, my dear mother said. I knew I'd done wrong, so I bowed my head. What does it mean to be kind? I implored. Mum hugged me tightly. When she did, my heart soared. Kindness is shown when you say a gentle word. Be kind to your sister and even a bird. You can be kind to someone who makes you mad. You can be kind to someone who is feeling sad. Be kind and respect those who are older than you. Show respect and kindness to younger ones too. Kindness is shown helping someone in need, and kindness is shown when you do a good deed. I pondered her words and I couldn't sleep all night. I wanted to be kind and genuinely polite. So right then and there, without any warning, I decided to become very kind in the morning. And in the morning, the first thing I did do when Mum made me breakfast, I told her thank you. I changed out of my pajamas, warm, soft, and red, and put away my toys and made my own bed. On the bus, I behaved the best I could be. I even asked the new boy to sit next to me. At school, I helped him find his classroom too. I knew it was the very least I could do. I said good morning to all my friends. I even shared my brand new crayons and pens. Then I saw Lisa, her eyes still looking sad. I approached her slowly, still feeling bad. I'm sorry I teased you, I said with a bent head. Lisa gave me a smile. It's okay, she said. I realized that kindness is really super cool. So I was also kind when I got out of school. Outside, I waited my turn on the slide. And you know what? I felt good and happy inside. I was patient and kind, not angry at all. And I even found joy helping a boy find his ball. I picked up the rubbish, even though it wasn't mine. Kindness and doing good deeds made my heart shine. I loved going shopping with Mum to buy food. Holding open doors put me in such a good mood. And after we bought my favorite toy and treat, Mum and I helped an old lady cross the street. I continued to be kind, with joy and with glee, watching Dad fall asleep in front of the TV. He was sleeping on the sofa instead of his bed, so I covered him with a blanket and kissed his forehead. I helped my little sister tie her shoelace. I was glad to see the big smile on her face. Being kind is amazing for everyone's sake, like giving your neighbor a yummy piece of cake. I like to help mine water his flowers. It really seems kindness has magical powers. I no longer do mean things like before. I don't tease others and I don't slam the door. I stop being selfish and I share all my toys. I don't shout out loud or make too much noise. Kindness is something anyone can learn. Give to others and ask nothing in return. Helping others is simply the best thing to do. When you are kind, kindness comes back to you. He's throwing a boomerang. Because if you are kind, people are kind to you. That's how it works, my friends. So I want to see some kindness from all of you, some random acts of kindness, unexpected act of kindness done by one person without being asked. Loads of ideas on display here. You can leave someone a kind note, give someone a compliment, give old books, smile, hold the door for someone, make a care package, give a hug, volunteer, Let someone go ahead of you. There's so much you can do. And all of these things cost nothing. They're free. And lots of them don't require a lot of effort. It's a case of saying, thank you, Mrs. St. Croix. I really enjoyed your lessons today. You were fantastic. Thank you, Mrs. Rowley. You really look after me. Honestly, a kind word goes a very, very long way. Nice. Now, you'll say, Mr. Tang, I'm really kind all the time. I'm the best. But the thing is, guys, it's not about what you think you are. It's about what you do. So it's stuff like Isla and Safa and Sana helping out the receptions in year ones with their food, okay? They don't do it for praise or for postcards and presents. They do it because they know it's a good thing to do. It's stuff like people opening doors for teachers and saying, thank you, please. Those things are what I'm talking about. It goes a very long way. It's stuff like greeting visitors and helping each other with their work. That's what I'm talking about. I've got to show you something which I think is important. It's the pupil survey. Now, you did this way back, what, before half term? And I want you to know that we take this seriously because what you think matters to us. So here is a survey. Don't worry about the colours, but just know that it's a lot of dark green, which is good because the dark green says that you agree with these things, okay? So lots of people are happy. I'll summarise below. But look, lots of really strong dark and light greens, which is really good. So clearly people are happy. There are strengths. You said that you have friends at school, which I agree with. I really hope you know what to do if you haven't got friends at school. It breaks my heart if someone says they haven't got friends at school. So I really hope you would talk to your teacher if you think you haven't got friends at school. You guys said that you feel safe. That's great. You guys said that you respect each other's backgrounds and faiths and treat everyone equally. I completely agree with that. I think you're very good at that at this school, respecting each other's differences and backgrounds and faiths. I think you guys are great at that. You said that teachers are fair to all of you, and that I'm really pleased with that because sometimes children think that we have favourites and that we prefer some children to others. That is not the case. We love you all. We don't have favourites, and we try to be really, really fair. You said your teachers help you to do your best. I'm really, really pleased because that's what we do. That's why we're employed. We help you learn. You said you know what to do and who to ask if you find the work hard. Good. You've got us here, but also you've got each other. So hopefully you do know. You said you know to talk to adults if something is worrying. This is really good. We've done a lot of work on this. I really hope you know you can come and talk to me or any of the staff if you are worried about something. You said we take bullying seriously. I'm really, really pleased because we do. I cannot have any bullying at all at the school, but you said you're happy with that. So yay. You said grown-ups look after us at lunch. Yay! I'm one of those grown-ups, so I'm really glad. And you said you'd recommend the school to a friend moving area. I'm really, really pleased because as you know, we are growing the school. On that note, we have 3 new children. We have John in year 1. We have Patrick and Brian in year 4. Say hi to them when you see them on the playground. Here are some things you told us we need to work on. So we need to work on you managing your feelings. So we're a bit surprised by this. So I said, it's a bit concerning. We're going to work on this in assemblies. We'll do some PSHE lessons on this and lots of growth mindset work. We'll do some work on zones of regulation. But clearly there's something that you said we need to work on, so we can work on that. Interesting. In the summer term, we're going to do a special week called It's Good to Be Me week. And it's going to focus on you guys developing your self-esteem, understanding what makes you special and your resilience as well. And then we're going to end that with a survey so we can see how well it worked. This one's funny. You said sometimes the lessons aren't interesting. All right, I'll be honest with you. We do aim for all the lessons to be really interesting and very exciting. But sometimes, I won't lie to you, it is school and it is work, so it can't always be really exciting, but we take the feedback on board. You said, some of you don't feel the work is challenging enough. Interesting. That's something for the teachers and me to look at. So we'll look at our challenge stuff like mild, hot, and jalapeno, and we'll try and make it so that you guys are challenged in every single lesson. But this is okay. We can work on that feedback. Now, behaviour. You said the behaviour isn't as good as it could be, and that the pupils in school aren't always well behaved. What have I written? This is valid feedback. But it's worth noting that we have had very few codes since the start of the term, and the worst behaviour we see is either accidental or isolated. So what I'm talking about here is the worst behaviour I see is someone accidentally pushing someone because they were moving past, or accidentally booting the ball at somebody. There's not a lot of deliberate mean behaviour, but I take that feedback on board. Okay, if you think behaviour isn't good, it's okay, we can work on it. However, behaviour can always be improved. We'll work on this in an assembly. Hey, that's why we're here today. and be more transparent with children on how we deal with negative behavior. And you said the classrooms are not clean and tidy all the time. That's fair. We're going to feed this back to the site manager, Mr. Roberts, and cleaning company. But I will say this, it's everyone's job to keep this school tidy, and that includes me. So are you tidying up your classroom every single day? I hope you are. Are you tidying up your classroom after every lesson? I hope you are. I'm going to introduce from now on a random Clean Classroom Award. You'll get a certificate and biscuits if your classroom is the tidiest classroom in the school on that day. I'm not going to tell you when it's going to be because that defeats the purpose. It's going to be a random inspection, and you might get the Clean Classroom Award. That's very exciting. So, behavior isn't as good as it could be. So I've just got a bit of a PowerPoint to show you on behavior. Are we ready? Okay, here we go. Hold on. Okay. So my picture isn't there, but in terms of behavior, we have these things called barriers to learning, things that stop you learning. And one of the biggest barriers to learning is behavior. And it's not always things like shouting out, although that can be a nuisance. It's not always things like walking around the classroom, not focusing. Sometimes it can be just sitting there, not listening. So let's think about behavior, shall we? A reminder on what we expect as a school, just so you know. And we shouldn't have to remind you on it, but I'm going to tell you now anyway. So when I'm walking around the school, everyone should be lined up quietly after breaking lunch for coming to class. There should be no talking or running as we come back in. Some classes, when they come into the classroom, they're still talking. To be clear, the second you enter the boundary of the classroom, you are in class mode, you are ready, you are calm, you are sat down quietly, ready for learning. You should be quiet when you come to and from assembly. We're going to go back to live assemblies this week. I'm looking forward to this, and I'm hoping we can be really quiet and calm coming in. There should be no running around school. I'm not going to name names. There are two people I spoke to today who were out of breath when they came to my office. That means they've been running around to get to me, which is, I know they're very excited to see me, which is very nice, but can we not run around the school? A, it's not good behavior. B, it's very dangerous. You could hurt yourself. This one's a common courtesy. You should be holding the door open for adults. If adults say hello to you, you should look them in the eye and say, hello, how are you? It's common courtesy and it's good manners. You should be looking after school property as if it's yours, by which I mean, if there's a bag on the floor, don't just kick it or step on it, pick it up, okay? Because that's someone's bag. If there's a lunchbox, try and find the owner. That is someone's property, let's look after it. Having said that, at this school, we are very good at that, and we don't have a lot of lost property because you guys are very good at looking after it, so thank you very much. You should be kind and considerate towards each other. You know what, guys? I don't need to put this on there because I think you guys are very, very kind and considerate, but just to keep it up. You should be silent and listening carefully during lessons when an adult is talking. Now, that goes for all lessons. I'm ashamed to say that the rock steady man today, Ben, had a few people talking whilst he was talking, making his teaching quite challenging, okay? I don't think they meant to do it in a mean way, but I think it was quite rude. So that's an example of what I'm talking about. If an adult is talking, you are listening, you are not talking back or making silly points because that is not helpful. I saw it today during rock study and I wasn't pleased. Everyone should take pride in the work you produce. You should be so proud of the work and hold it up high and say, I did this. This is good work. This is my best work. You should be working hard in all lessons on the tasks you've been given and only talking about the learning taking place. There are some schools that say that children can't talk at all. That's not fair. We don't mind you talking, but I don't want you talking about Pokemon or the football match last night. If we're in a lesson, we're in a lesson and we're focused. And just to remind you on the codes, because I think I've gotten a bit rusty with this. So a yellow code is as follows. That's just like being disrespectful towards staff. It's not participating, not getting involved, deliberately being a bit rude. Okay, so it's a yellow code. And for this one, you get 5 minutes off playtime. So this is running, it's not being in the right place, it's pushing, pulling, grabbing in a light way, it's damaging property, it's play fighting. This is a yellow code, and we'll all take this seriously. Orange code, a bit more serious. It's deliberate unkindness, it's name calling or swearing, it's deliberately misusing property, disrupting lessons, lying, it's a refusal to do work and it's non-compliance, it's ruining somebody else's work, and it's stealing. And this, unfortunately, is a lunchtime detention, and your parents will be informed. Purple behavior, I've not ever seen one of these, I don't think, at my time at West Wickham, but this is not very nice stuff. This is very serious. It's using abusive language. It's physically threatening other people, damaging property in a serious way, leaving class without permission, running away from adults, fighting, in brackets, a total loss of control. So this one's very, very serious. So you have to do a half day in a different class and your parents will be arranged for a meeting. But don't worry, this is not going to happen. You guys are brilliant. Don't worry. But we are a positive reinforcement school. I don't like using codes. If you are absent-mindedly talking whilst teacher is talking, you don't mean to, you'll get a warning. Some schools don't give you the warning. Some schools go straight to the codes. We want to give you a warning and say, you know what, guys, you've forgotten yourself. You're in a maths lesson. Focus, do the work. Put your name on warning. There were a few warning people in year 3 and 4 yesterday, and I'm really hoping they have come off the warning because they have apologized and they won't do it again. So it says, consider your behavior and do the right thing. Everyone starts on your behavior chart on, I'm having a good day. Everyone starts there each day. So reset it in the morning. Every single person starts there. But I want to see lots of people going on to great. When I walk around, I want to see lots of names there. I want to see lots of names on awesome, and they can come and see me, and I'll get some more prizes. Okay? Lots and lots of people on there. But honestly, please don't worry. This is just a reminder. Behavior here is really, really strong. Let's keep it that way. I love our school because we take pride in our achievements. Look how happy these people are getting their awards. We enjoy learning. We love learning here. It comes through really strongly. We represent our school. These are our footballers from last week, and they went there. Not only did they smash it, but also they showed at High Wycombe that we are a high-performing school. We are well-behaved. We are respectful individuals. So your behavior on these trips really matters, and it goes a very, very long way. We go for it. We have fun at this school. We're a growth mindset school and we give it a go. This is Henry and others having a great time with the pancake day race. Wasn't that cool? We smashed it. We are a team. This is year 5 doing the old Chiltern Rangers thingy. Absolutely amazing. Working together to build a trench. And we are fun. Year 5 again, having a really fun time. I think we're a really, really fun school, guys. We are Team West Wycombe and we should be very proud of ourselves for being such a fantastic school. Oh, lovely stuff. That's it from me today. Anything more from teachers before I finish? Any more? You can unmute if you'd like.
So I want to say a massive well done to, yes, the football team, but also every other, I think all year groups. I think we've had a really great start to the term. I think we're going to have a really great end to the term. So really impressive, all the learning that I'm seeing going on in classes. So well done. Also, well done to all the teachers for getting through last week. So it was a little bit tricky, but we got through it. So well done to all. So can we have a massive round of applause for all of your teachers, please?
Right, are you ready for this? Ready? I'm now going to try something a bit fancy. It's Mrs. Roberts' birthday today. Do you remember Mrs. Roberts? So can you all unmute, teachers? And we're all going to say, happy birthday, Mrs. Roberts. I'm going to record it. You ready? I'll send it to her. So are you all unmuted? Miss St. Croix, are you unmuted? Miss St. Croix, are you unmuted? Sorry. Okay. Are you ready? On 3. Let's all do a practice one. Ready? Happy birthday, Mrs. Roberts. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday, Mrs. Roberts. Okay, not bad. Right, are you ready? That was a practice one. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Happy birthday, Mrs. Roberts. We love you. We miss you. Happy birthday. And happy birthday to Alexandra in year 6. Happy birthday,
Alexandra. Happy birthday, buddy.
Next week was going to be inter-house cross-country, but we have changed it. Mrs. Rowley is going to do inter-house maths instead. So there'll be a little maths challenge for you to do in classes, and then there'll be a winning prize, an Easter egg for the winning house next week. Who's it going to be? It could be you. Inter-house maths next week. Thanks, guys. I will see you later, alligator. Goodbye.